What is going on, everyone? I'm Silversabeast, and I'm back here to bring you another video today. In this video, we're going to be talking about another Infinity Blade story character, and in this episode we're going to be talking about TEL. Now, TEL is a very integral character, and a lot of people don't know about him, so let's get started. So, TEL is basically like Alsar's R2-D2. He's this little droid that follows around everywhere. He does everything he asks, and in the games, what he does is he takes Alsar's body, Alsar/Cyrus's body, back to the rebirth chamber, rebirths it for him, and a bunch of other stuff he does. But the big thing that TEL did in the past was that Alsar asked TEL to wipe his memory because he had been overcome with evil, and he just didn't want to think about how evil had become, and he wanted a new life. So he asked TEL to wipe his memory and never tell him about anything that happened. Now, obviously, TEL didn't do a great job of that because Cyrus does find out some of his Alsar's past, and Alsar's personality is still trapped inside Cyrus. But TEL did wipe Alsar's memory, and then Alsar became Cyrus, and then he went to the Infinity Blade 1 God King. Infinity Blade 1 happened, Infinity Blade Awakening happened, which TEL was actually a pretty prominent character of Infinity Blade Awakening. He shows up and everything, and he rebirths Cyrus. Cyrus continually asks him about his past as Alsar, but TEL is kind of reluctant to tell him about that, but Cyrus still does learn quite a bit about his past just throughout the Infinity Blade 2 and Infinity Blade Awakening. So TEL, yeah, like I said, he's basically Alsar and Cyrus's R2-D2. You see him in Infinity Blade 2, we can actually see what he looks like. He's got 2 arms, 2 legs, he's got a weird shaped, he's got like a cone shaped head kind of thing, triangle, whatever. Yeah, he's pretty interesting. He's kind of interesting. I mean, obviously he's Cyrus's only link to the past, link to Alsar, or his best one. Rajar would be a link, but since TEL was presumably with Alsar like the entire time, because he's basically his personal droid, TEL would be the best link to Alsar's past, Cyrus's past as Alsar. So we'd have to see. I'm not really sure if we'll get to see any more from TEL, although I'm pretty sure we will, because we do see some of it in Infinity Blade 2. If you'll remember from Infinity Blade 2, the Vault of Tears update, TEL did not want Cyrus to go down under the tomb, but he did, and he found out that he killed his own wife, which is probably the thing he did that made him want to wipe his memory, because he couldn't deal with the fact that he had actually done something like that. So yeah, TEL is obviously the best link to Alsar's past, but I mean, it's going to be kind of hard to get the information because TEL is still reluctant to tell Cyrus anything about Alsar, because Alsar told TEL not to tell Cyrus anything about himself. I know that sounds really confusing, but I mean, that's the best explanation we have for why TEL doesn't want to tell anything. And I mean, he says it himself. He says, "Master, you told me not to tell you anything about your previous self." So we'll have to see. It'll be tough. Maybe we'll have to interrogate him. I don't know. Whatever. He's not very good at holding information, so I'll have to see. Now, if Alsar ever does overtake Cyrus, which I think he will, that could be interesting, because then what would TEL do? Because Alsar and Cyrus are 2 different entities to TEL, so I don't know if what he would do if Cyrus became Alsar again. I don't know. It'd be very, very interesting to see what would happen there, but I'm not really sure what would. So obviously TEL's still there. He may have some part in helping Cyrus out of the vault in Infinity Blade 3. But we'll have to see. I mean, I say this in every story talk. We'll have to see. Yeah. So hope you enjoyed this story talk. I sure did. I mean, I know you guys like these videos, so that's why I continue to do them. So yeah, if you enjoyed, subscribe for more awesome iOS gaming content. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description. Add me on GameCenter. My new name is Silversabeast. But that's it for this video, guys. I'm Silversabeast, and I'm out.